What's good, people? I'm finally back with some Sparking Zero. Yes, it's been a couple of months. I took a break, and it was needed. I think because of how Sparking Zero has been released and how it's been going. Like I said, I've said it in so many videos. I do think this is a really good fighting game, but of course, it's the content. Offline and even like a few more online things, right? And I think I've said that in multiple videos, and even the last video I made, which was a few months ago, and I just said, you know what? I need a break from this because I can't just consistently keep on playing online, and then nothing really comes out of it. So that's what I decided to do. And now that I've done that, I'm back with it. Now, of course, some of these games are recorded pretty, I guess you could say about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago. The only latest gameplay that I have for you is the one at the end. That was the latest one because literally I streamed on Twitch a few days ago, and that's the latest game that I was able to save a replay from. But yeah, other than that though, man, I've been having fun with this game again. Like I took a break, I come back and I'm having more fun than I did before. So, and I'm saying I think I just got a little bit bored because I was like, man, all it is online, and then that was it, right? So I said, let me just take a break and then come back to it. I've been playing other like fighting games like Street Fighter and Tekken 8, and yeah, so there's that. That does kind of feel the joy of like Sparking Zero and stuff. But yeah, man, overall, Sparking Zero, man. But we're gonna talk about a few things today because I do feel like it's kind of weird and important because now that Sparking Zero has like a limited, like not so much, yeah, I guess you could say a limited player base. A lot of people have been talking on Twitter and Reddit saying like what's been going on and how they feel about the game now and why hasn't there been nothing done. And I do admit Bandai Namco do need to work on this game more. They do need to stop like playing around and actually give us some content. Honestly, they really do. But I did hear about something. Not even hear about. Read something on Reddit, and I saw something. I saw a post and it said we might have some new content at the end of January, early Feb, something like that. I think they said it was like 10 days until we get some new DLC updates and whatever. But other than that, we could have more things, we don't know, but I'm hoping it's not just DLC. We do get some new modes or something so people can come back and realize that, yo, this is what we can do and stuff. But yeah, overall, I do want to just talk about online for a minute because people are complaining. Now, as the player base is so small right now, there's obviously going to be good players on this game, guys, right? And people are complaining saying that the only players that are left in this game are good players and way too good players. So there's average and then there's above average and then of course there's like the best of the guys, right? Now me, guys, I would consider myself I would say average to good at best. Really, I wouldn't consider myself someone who's like a sweat because I played sweats and it's just ridiculous. But I do think that I would consider myself like I said, average to good, and I play this game, just for fun. Obviously, there's some people that take it seriously, of course, and of course, those people are in like the top whatever 100 rankings, right? So people are complaining and saying, yeah, those type of people are left in the game. But what do you think is going to happen when you leave the game? It's only going to leave the people who are diehard fans of this game, right? Of course, they're gonna evolve, and the people who are average, they're gonna have their chance to evolve now as well because all they're playing is pretty much great players. If they're playing great players all the time, they're eventually going to keep losing, and then of course they're going to win at some point. So for the people that are complaining, saying, "Oh, there's only good players left on here," well, what do you expect when, like it's diehards? What do you expect if you're an average player like myself? Then all you need to do is just come back on and play the game and get good. That's literally what it is. Like imagine going to the Street Fighter 6 community and the Tekken 8 community and saying, "Oh, there's too many good players online." They'll look at you kind of sideways and be like, just get better. Seriously, there's YouTube videos. The game has like tutorials and stuff. Get better online. That's all it is. That's all it takes, right? But of course, people are complaining. And they're going to the two of the most annoying apps, Reddit and Twitter. Now, these apps never used to be that annoying years ago, but they've become so annoying now where people just complain and complain. And don't get me wrong, I've had my critiques for Sparking Zero, and I still have them. And I still want Bandai Namco to do more. But the game has been out for like what, a year and a bit? No, yeah, I would say what, like a year and a bit now, and I'm sure they're going to be working on something more. But we just have to wait and wait for. We just have to let the people take their time, I guess. And I say that quite loosely because I do want them to put out something now. So I'm hoping that that whatever they have in January, that there is something ready to go, right? There is something that we can actually look forward to, right? You know, because I'm tired of the whole you know, was Ultimate Warrior Face Off, and that only stays for like what, a season, and then it's gone. All right, or not even so much a season. I would say what, at least 20 days, and that's less than a season. So it's like, okay, well, like what else is there? What else do you have? And that's the only mode they've been putting out. So and I've said before, I want that mode to stay consistently. So yeah. So I think for the people that are complaining and saying like, oh, you know, there's only good players and great players only this game left now. Well, that gives if you're a person who's average and you're consistently playing this game, you are going to be above average by the time a lot of players come back, because a lot of players have given up on this game, and they were on it like when the game first came out, but they've kind of just let it be. And I'm somebody that's just like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to focus on me and do what I need to do. Listen, guys, I took a break for a reason, and that was literally because, you know, there was a lot of stuff going on in my own personal life, which is why I took a break. And just because I said, you know what, hey, there's not much content, let me just take a break. Online is cool and everything, but you can only do online for so much. These days, I only really do like online fighting games for like what? I can only play for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at best. And I'm off, you know what I mean? After that, I am off. I'm doing something else. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have found the other time to just play more games. Like just play more games. That's all it is. There's loads of games out there and there's more to play. But don't complain saying that, oh, Sparking Zero isn't a good game and there's only sweats on here. And it's like, listen, like, not every sweat that you play is good, because I do feel like there are people who are S and Z ranks who have basically used metas just to get to the top. And those players, they're not good. And people will say this happily. Like, great players will say this happily, saying like, yeah, those players are not exactly good if they're just using, you know, metas all the time just to get up in the ranks. That's just where it is, you know? But I have noticed with that, you know, rank's been good. I mean, rank's always been consistent in getting games. But when it comes to player match, it takes a while. And even when you try and find the room, there used to be at least like 3 to 4 rooms. Now, I think the other night there was when I was live streaming, there was only like 1. Normally there's like 3 or 4. Now there's only 1 or there's none. So with that being said, I think it's just like, it's one of those things that you have to understand as well. Like, you know, this game is still in the early, it's still in this early like premise. You know what I mean? So hopefully, with Bandai Namco will drop some new content. And like I said, yeah, 10 days, apparently 10 days from the time, I think it got posted on like Tuesday, Wednesday or something like that. So 10 days from that, I'm hoping we can see something more and something great. But yeah, guys, man, finally back on Sparking Zero. I needed that break, honestly. I think, like I said, I had some stuff going on in my personal life. I'm sure if you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you probably would have known what was going on. But needless to say, I'm back. I'm here. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to come back into this, man, honestly. So yeah, man. And because I haven't got a Let's Play in the future right now, I'm going to be consistently back on Sparking Zero again. And then obviously there is I do have Resident Evil 9 that will be out at the end of February, so that will be the first Let's Play of the year. But until then, it'll mainly be Sparking Zero and Among Us videos. Yeah, I've started to play Among Us, honestly. So yeah, you know, guys, just be ready for the content that's coming, honestly, really and truly. And yeah, Sparking Zero, I took that break. Now I'm having fun with it again, honestly. I'm really having some fun with it. And I think that's what more people need to start doing, instead of just like saying, oh, the game is bad, whatever. Just play it for a good, you know, just space it out within a couple of months, and then you should be good. You know, if you're someone that plays consistently, that's fine. But at some point, even the consistent players have got to take a break. That's just literally what it is. That's what it comes down to. So, yeah, with that being said, guys, honestly, Sparking Zero is a good game. I still think of it as a good game. I just want more content. That's literally what it's all about. You know, sound like a broken record, but I've said this in multiple videos. So, we're going to just leave like that. And hopefully, like I said, Bandai Namco, please give us something more, because you're gonna give a lot of people more ammo if you keep saying, oh yeah, you're gonna drop this and then you don't drop it. So It's just one of those things. And you know how the internet works anyway, man. It's just a bunch of complaints. And I understand some people have some genuine critiques, but consistently complaining all the time, it's not the way forward. It's really not, because unless if the game was that bad, let's say if the game was buggy and just nonsense and whatever, I can understand. Yeah, complain. That's the right time to complain. And that's the right time we should be saying, yo, you need to fix this now. But right now, it's good for where it needs to be at. So let's just see in the next couple of months of what they do. And yeah. Anyway, guys, that's going to be pretty much it for the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you for the next one. I'm gone.